Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to C4C Apologetics. I wanted to do this video to thank two people. And then at the end of this video, I want to talk about what's going on with these two books. Why am I repeating things? Good question, I don't know. But I wanted to say thank you first and foremost to God for just giving me the burden to have this apologetics ministry. I really enjoy doing apologetics and studying theology and just letting people understand my views and my takes on some things. I am by far nowhere even close to being the most influential or persuasive or knowledgeable on this subject. I'm just a guy that has a passion and a burden for it. And so if you have a passion and burden for apologetics or theology, I'd encourage you just to study, grind on it, and just go ahead and study the things out and see whether they be so. Acts 17:11 be that Berean. And then also just stand up in the gap and defend the faith and articulate the reasons why you believe what you believe. And so I thank God for the burden he's given us. But I also want to thank you all out there that have been encouraging us through praying, through liking, commenting, and sharing our videos, as well as those that there's been some that's been financially supporting this ministry and giving quite significantly. So with that, I truly appreciate that as well. If you compare this video with some 4 or 5 years ago from when we sort of first got started, or even from a couple months ago, there's a very big difference in video and audio quality. We were just able to procure a very good video setup, and so I'm very pleased with it. Hopefully you are too. I told my wife I hate it because it shows all the blemishes, and so I talked to a buddy of mine who has a podcast show out there called The Show of Oscar Armendariz, and it's a Spanish podcast. So if you're a Spanish-speaking individual, head on over to the Oscar Armendariz show and check it out. But realize that, I'm going to tell your secret, Oscar, if you're even watching this, that people with very good video equipment, they got to use makeup. And so, no, I didn't do makeup today, but maybe next time I do the video, I'll get some eyeliner, eyeshadow, whatever the case is. No, I'm just kidding. But a little bit of powder, whatever. But I told my wife I don't like the camera setup because it's too good. It's too good. But we'll figure that piece out. But I'm just very thankful for all the support, not just, like I said, the financial, but the encouragement. And the encouragement that you all provide is so important, because in this world today, let alone with the skeptics and the atheists that want to say how stupid and dumb I am and how, I'm dumber than a box of rocks. Even out there are some Christians that, though we might disagree on some theology, really are demeaning and rude and nasty. And so by all the encouragement and the love I get from you guys, it really boosts my, not my confidence in me, but my confidence in the fact that God is using this ministry to encourage other people out there. And so please don't stop with the encouragement. I love it and I need it, and I know you guys need it too. We need those Barnabases out there in the world to be the encouragers and support system for us. And so I want to thank everybody out there that's been following. If you watch any of the old videos, C4C first began back around 2014, where we started typing article newsletters. We would write about the power of God seen in creation, the beauty of God seen in creation. We'd write about the Jehovah's Witnesses organization, the Watchtower Society, or the governing body. We'd write about the Mormons and Islam and things like that. And then it slowly evolved once we got stationed up in South Dakota into videos. And I tell you what, if you've ever tried making videos like this where you're just talking in a room by yourself to a camera, man, it's difficult. It is very difficult trying to figure out how to do this and talk without, thinking you sound silly. Because right now there is nobody here but my 6 fish that are in the fish tank over there. And yet I'm talking as if there's somebody here. It is very weird, and it's a very hard thing to get used to. So in the beginning when I was doing this, I had a picture right by the camera lens on where I was doing it. Actually, it was the webcam on the computer. Picture up there of friends back home. And I just looked at them and pretend like I was talking to them. It was still very weird. But not only that, but bloopers. If you know anything about the videos that we produce here, is the fact that I try to keep everything raw. If I misspeak, guess what? I misspeak. If I sound dumb and I have a poorly structured sentence, guess what? I have a poorly sentence structure, whatever. And I try to keep all the videos raw because you just see the personal aspect of it, just the human being side. And I don't try to make everything like super professional. I just try to make it very clear and practical and relevant. And so we got some blooper clips out there on the page as far as, misspeaking. I remember this one video, I was trying to do a video on Mormonism, and I messed up like 4 or 5 times, had to keep restarting it. And you can see me there, and I'm telling my wife, I'm like, this is the last time. Promise. And no, never say that, because the moment I started again, I misspoke, and I was like, I messed up again. And so I stopped again, so that obviously wasn't the last time.
You messed up?
Yeah.
I heard you sigh when I was in the bathroom.
Oh. And it's recording right now.
Oh.
I haven't started yet.
Okay. Love you.
Me too. This is it. Last time.
Okay. You can do it.
Yeah. So when is Jesus returning? That's been the topic of discussion in the past couple months. If you've been living under a rock, you haven't heard of David Meade and his prediction that 33 days after the previous solar eclipse, the rapture was going to happen and the end of the world was going to begin as we know it. In this book called Planet X, the 2017 Arrival, David Meade says that Planet X, known as Nibiru, Nubiru, however you want to say it, is going to crash into the Earth. Basically, his rationale for 33 days after the solar eclipse and all this happening is because Jesus lived for 33 years. The name Elohim, which is a Hebrew name of God used in the Old Testament, was apparently recorded 33 times in the Bible. Of course, there was a plethora of Hebrew Old Testament names. I wonder if he counted those as well. But also, no, those are the only 2 things he says. But you gotta get over yourself. And so we try to keep everything exactly raw. There's a season in the videos as well that I was like the hat man. I would wear a different hat every video, and I got a lot of hats, but I hardly ever wear any of them. And so that was kind of weird. And then there's 1 or 2 videos where I have my AR in the background and an axe that some church family friends got me in the background. And dude, I look so much like this rebel militia dude, and it was bad. And so that didn't work out. So trying to work out and figure out, backgrounds and stuff like that, it's definitely an art to it, trying to figure it out. So this is what you get. But if you were to look at those older videos, you see the video quality, the lighting quality, the audio quality is just poor. And so we've had a few people that have financially contributed to C4C Apologetics, and recently got some large financial contributions, and because of that we were able to buy this video equipment. So very grateful and thankful for that. Not only that, we used to have a Weebly. If you ever heard of Weebly, it's a free internet web builder or whatever the case is. We used to have a Weebly website out there trying to get some information out. But now we were able to have our own domain, c4capologetics.com, and a plethora of tools out there to go ahead and help people with Christian apologetics, resources, and even have a feature out there that if you'd like me to go ahead and do a presentation on certain topics, I have a list of topics that I'd be glad to go and speak to on. This could be in person or it can be over video, whatever the case is, and totally free. And so check that out if you'd like to have more information as far as going to your church event, whatever the case is. And so we did an updated website as well. So like I said, I want to do a video to say thank you to all those that are out there supporting us and just praying for us and encouraging us. The encouragement is so huge. The prayer is huge. The finances are huge. But to be honest, as somebody on this side of the camera and reading the things I have to read comments-wise, encouragement is so huge. I'll take encouragement over money any day. And so thank you for that. But what I want to do now, since you've made it to the end of the video, these are 2 books that have been highly influential in my Christian life. And so what I'd like to do is, if you go ahead and comment on the bottom of this video, just anything, if you just leave a comment, I don't even care what it is, but don't be mean, don't have a negative comment, have an encouraging comment, right? Barnabas. And so if you leave a positive, encouraging comment on the below, see, there you go, raw video footage in the comment section below the video, you'll be put in for a random drawing to be able to win one of these 2 books free of charge. You just let me know your address if you win, and I will mail it out to you. But basically, the deadline cutoff is going to be, what is it, April 6th right now. We're going to say the cutoff is going to be April, I don't know, 18th. How's that? April 18th. I don't know. I just picked a day out of the air. You know, April 18th. So it gives you about a week and a half or so. But comment, encouraging comment. You can win one of these 2 books. This is one. It's called Disciplines of a Godly Man by Kent Hughes. This book was really powerful and influential in my life as far as growing as a Christian. It talks about how to have discipline in the Christian life. And now this talks about discipline of ministry, discipline of witness, discipline of leadership, perseverance, integrity, prayer, devotion, mind, friendship, marriage, purity, godliness. I mean, this was a fantastic read for me. And so if you would like a book that's about how to practically live the Christian faith, I would highly encourage this. And so go ahead and leave me a positive comment below. The other one, as far as an apologist standpoint, I've read a lot of books on Christian apologetics, and this by far is probably my #1 favorite book. Now, I'm a dog-earer, and so there's quite a few dog-ears in here, but it's Frank Turek's I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. Now, I've had this for a while, and it was only recently till I actually read it, and man, did God use this for me. Did he really speak to me through this book? And so essentially what Frank Turek does is he sort of logically builds a logical argument as far as the existence of God, and then the existence of Jesus, and the necessity that Jesus is the Savior. Talks about truth, talks about evolution, creation, talks about miracles, talks about if we have an early testimony, an eyewitness testimony about Jesus, and then talks about what did Jesus teach about the Bible. And so also written by Norman Geisler as well, another huge person within Christian apologetics. And so this is one of them also. So like I said, if you leave a comment in the video, if you leave a comment in the comment section below, an encouraging comment, by April 18th will be the last day to be able to comment. And then I will do a random, wheel spin thingy, random drawing. And if your name was selected, I'll reach out to you and you can get one of these 2 books, Disciplines of a Godly Man, which is Christian living, or I Don't Have the Faith to Be an Atheist by Frank Turek and Norman Geisler. And so if you win, I will reach out to you, and then I'll mail it out to you free of charge. But that's it. Thanks for checking this out. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's watching and liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, supporting, all those other things. Keep doing that. And until next time, God bless.